That scene in Hong Kong tonight, a spectacular New Year's.
Oh, they had a great year. Anyway, I love when you don't know what we're coming back to at a commercial.
Right, yeah.
And you're just looking at random footage, you're going like to me, like this. like I'm going to go, oh, Anderson, that's actually Hong Kong.
You know, it's funny because
I got this one.
I don't know if you were joining us earlier. We had dinner with Ryan Seacrest, and he was talking about all the meetings they had and like endless
he kept saying
planning.
He was taking phone calls, which is so rude. He's like, hold on, it's DCP. And we didn't know what that was.
DCP, Dick Clark Productions.
Right.
But he was talking about that they were in a table reading. They had
rehearsals.
There's no rehearsals for us.
No.
This is it. So we come
I'm
together.
surprised you're even talking to me this year. Last year he didn't talk to me.
Let's check in with Memphis. Our Pamela Brown is down there with an Elvis tribute artist, Victor Trevino Jr., alongside Pamela Brown. Pamela?
That's right, Anderson. Delivering on what I promised you all earlier, a very special guest here, because after all, we are in Memphis, home of the blues. We have Victor Trevino here,
Thank you
an
for having me.
Elvis tribute artist. Flew in from Chicago here to Memphis to be with us. Thanks for being here. First off, tell us, how did you end up in this role? What inspired you to become an Elvis tribute artist?
Well, I've always loved musical theater, and I've always loved classic Americana, particularly older music. And so I was doing acting and trying to do different things in my early 20s. And so I was waiting tables at one time, and a lady said, have you ever thought about doing the role of Elvis? At first I thought, well, Elvis is really cool, but I never really thought about pursuing it. My hair's super curly, so I bet it wasn't that. But she kind of planted the seed. And then that weekend at a Hard Rock Cafe in Dallas, where I was born and raised, they had a Elvis competition. And
so it wasn't because you're someone who has like an Elvis shrine in your house, and you walk around.
I have so much respect for Elvis, and he was an American icon. However, I'm Victor when I'm off stage.
Okay, all right, cool. And let's just quickly talk about your get up here, Victor.
This is a Golden Maid jacket that Elvis wore in the late 50s. It was Swarovski crystals.
Not the $10,000 jacket, though, that Elvis had. All right, so we can't let you go before you do some songs for us. We're going to put you on the spot here, Victor. I know you've been practicing. First up, Hound Dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine.
All right, don't be cruel.
Well, you know I can be found. I sit home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone.
All right,
that's impressive. So,
Pamela Brown,
back
thank
to
you so
Anderson
much,
and
Pamela.
Kathy.
All right.
Thank you.
Wish you the best there. The scene in Memphis, Tennessee.
Who books this show? I mean, let me just say, were you sick that day? Look, this is why you tune in, because you know it's off the cuff. I'm just saying, even I'm standing here where even I have moments where I'm like, seriously? How did that, is there still, and now they talk about the jacket? So I get it. I'm just saying he's adorable. You know, I'm just, sometimes even I'm like a little shocked. Like I'm a little bit surprised. Like, I know how Barbara Walters felt when I went on The View. Like, I get it now.
You think Barbara Walters felt when you were on The View?
Yeah, she would look at me like, what's happening?
Right,
and now I get it.
Well, I did have that feeling during that segment.
Did you book him?
No, I didn't know about
I feel like that's one of your bookings.
No, that's not one of my bookings. I had no knowledge of that.
You'd be like, I want this guy or I want.
I don't care about anything else. I want the Elvis guy.
That's right.
And I want to know his personal history.
All right, can we please?
I don't want to know. I don't want to hear the songs first.
No.
I want the personal history first.
Is the hair curly or straight? I want to know about the product. I get it. That's why this broadcast
I was a huge Elvis fan as a child. Did you know that?
Do you want to sing Hound Dog?
No, but
I
was a big Elvis fan.
Don't write a check you can't sign.
I don't know what that means.
That means if you're going to say you're an Elvis fan, I expect you to sing.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Well, then what makes you so great?
All right,
first of all,
I want to show how relatable I am.
Oh, keep trying. Because what made you relatable is, and I had them cue this clip up, because you know I texted you during this entire interview. If you didn't see Anderson Cooper's interview with controversial Clippers former owner Donald Sterling, please take a look at my personal favorite moment.
Oh, great.
Why did he say don't say anything?
He just said, wait, be patient, I'll help you, we'll work it out.
Why do you think he said that?
I think he wanted me to just do nothing so he could buy the team. He thought maybe the whole thing would be resolved in 2 weeks. Well, what has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
Yeah, that's the moment. I mean, it was hard to find news stories that had a comedic twist. But the look on your face.
I was so surprised that he's attacking Magic Johnson.
Obviously. But really what I know is I was watching at home is I thought, oh, God, he's thinking, oh, God, if he expects me to know one stat about Magic, like one stat. So then this one goes to like, he's a businessman.
No, I mean, I was so stunned by what he was saying. Yes, I probably should have been a little quicker.
Where's the 5-time NBA champ, 3 times NBA MVP, 12-time NBA All-Star?
Listen, I don't have the research team.
I got this from watching Oprah's Next Chapter Magic. I swear to God. Oprah's Next Chapter. I might make fun of her, but
had I known that he was going to attack Magic Johnson, maybe I would have had something.
You were so clearly fearful he would ask you one sports.
No.
You should have said Magic Johnson is great because in addition to being.
We don't need to relive this, but I'll tell you, my strategy on this was just to let him talk.
You had the pinwheel eyes. But what about when he said to you, and I quote, Donald Sterling saying to Anderson Cooper, did you ever like a girl and was jealous of her a little bit seeing her with other guys?
Yeah, I know.
The look on your face was priceless.
I know. That was one of those moments I was happy there was a cutaway camera because I was like...
What were you thinking?
I was thinking what I was going to say to him was, I can honestly say no.
Correct.
But, right.
And as I was watching...
But then I thought, you know what? I don't want to get in his way. I just let him just continue.
That was a great moment because you truly didn't make yourself the story.
Right.
But the rest of the world knew what the story was.
Right, yes.
Which is that you have never been walking past Saks or Neiman's with a lady friend and thought, oh my goodness, get her to go to bed with me, I will buy her that ball gown.
That is
But he asked you that in a very earnest way, like when you're with a young lady who's attractive.
Yes.
Over and over.
I know. We got a lot more ahead. The party is just getting started. We're coming up on 11 o'clock here. The anticipation is building, certainly growing here in Times Square.
There's a million people.
Just over an hour until we ring in 2015. Looking once again tonight at the aerial shot from the top of the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. What guests do we have coming up? What band?
We have One Direction, Taylor Swift.
No, we don't. We don't have any of those
Patti
folks.
LaBelle and LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle, Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy Patinkin is going to be here again
sadly,
every
we don't
year.
have him either.
And the entire cast of Homeland.
We want to thank the folks at the hotel who made that possible. Also, Key West, Easton, Maryland, the Bahamas, Cuba, around the world, around the United States.
We
a lot
might
more ahead.
have a Carl Perkins impersonator in Duluth. If you can get him.
Duluth. Have you played Duluth?
Of course I have. I've played everywhere. GetTheGriffin.com for tickets.
All right, we'll be right back.